Did you know that South Africa is a shadow of the Rainbow Nation? South Africa, a land of sweeping beaches, rich mineral wealth, and a history scoured by oppression, exploitation, and broken promise. This is the story of the shadows behind the sunshine.
Early exploitation and colonial roots. The tale begins long before modern democracy. In 1867, diamonds were discovered in the Kimberley region, and in 1886, gold in the Witwatersrand ran. The extraction of mineral wealth would become the backbone of South Africa's economy and the linchpin of its emerging racial and economic divisions. Black African laborers were recruited often forcibly into mines under brutal working conditions, lives subject to collapse, illness, death underground. In 1946, some 76,000 black mine workers struck for better pay and dignity. The state responded with almost military force.
In 1948, the National Party instituted the policy of apartheid, literally apartness, racial segregation, forest removals, pass laws, Bantustans. These were not incidental defense, but the mechanism of governance. Separate in schools, the hospitals, the cities, African colored, Indian and white, each group defined, each life constrained. The architecture of control extended into every corner of daily existence. But this was more than racial policy. Underneath, it was about controlling labor, maximizing profit, denying rights, mining companies, state apparatus, and apartheid ideology were intertwined.
In 1913 and again in 1946, black and white workers struck industrial actions that threatened the system's foundation. In 1946, the states crashed the strike. 1,000 plus were wounded, dozens killed. Fast forward to August 2012, the Marikina massacre at a platinum mine near Rustenburg. Striking miners demanded a wage rise. The police opened fire, 34 dead, many more wounded. The most deadly use of force by the state against civilians since the apartheid era. This was not merely a labor dispute. It was a reminder that even after the end of legal apartheid, deep structures of exploitation, violence, and dehumanization persisted. South Africa became a democracy in 1994, symbolized by the man many know, Nelson Mandela. A new dawn, the Rainbow Nation. But beneath the hope lay enduring inequality. White-owned mines, huge wealth disparities, communities still suffering. In the mines, in the townships, and abandoned shops now occupied by illegal diggers, the shadows remains. For many, the promise of post-apartheid change is still incomplete.
When we think of South Africa, let us not only remember the vineyards or the safaris. the victory songs or the stunning landscapes, let us also remember the Leibugar Deep in the Strath, the deep place of finalists, the massacre victims, because to know the future, we must understand the past. South Africa's dark history is not just a tale of one nation. It is a warning when power, race, and economics intertwine. The cost is human, and the chaos of that cause ripple on.